In less than 2 months, Kern County constituents will be lining up right behind me to cast their votes for their congressional leaders in the upcoming primary elections. Now, according to the Kern County Elections Office statistics, there are almost twice as many Republican voters as there are registered Democrats in the newly drawn 20th congressional district. Now, that is where incumbent Congressman Kevin McCarthy is now running. And the fact that the district is more red may help him despite these new developments.
The one thing that we've learned from Kevin McCarthy, very similar to what we've learned from Mitch McConnell, is that they want power. And McCarthy is really bent on being the next Speaker of the House.
That aspiration, 23 ABC political analyst Dr. Ivy Cargyle says, cannot be achieved without Kevin McCarthy keeping his congressional seat. And despite audio recordings contradicting McCarthy's recent statement that he would not advise then President Trump to step down following the January 6 Capitol riots, she says this goal of being successful in the November 6 midterm elections is not lofty.
Maybe you will see a little bit of pushback against him from those who are sticking to right-wing purity, that he betrayed Donald Trump, and as a result they can't support him. But at the end of the day, what's the option? You're going to support the Democrat? They're not going to do that.
23 ABC did receive the following statement from Kern GOP's member Kathy Abernathy. She says this audio segment, hours and days after the Capitol mob scene, merely shows McCarthy speculating on what may or may not happen, including that Kevin might advise Trump that should he be impeached, he might consider resigning. Kevin made clear that he doubted the president would accept such advice if offered. Whether Kevin did or did not make that offer is needless speculation. But Dr. Cargyle and the chair of the Kern County Democratic Party, Christian Romo, say this revelation could cost Kevin McCarthy from becoming Speaker of the House. It could even show how influential Trump still is.
If he went against Trump and was ready to pull that trigger to, have him ousted, will Trump allow him and others to have leadership positions who are now caught up in this mess? Well, does that mean that McCarthy's speakership is in danger? I think so.
Romo says Republicans do still have an advantage in districts in a very red region. Thanks to newly drawn lines, McCarthy will now run against 2 Republicans and 2 Democrats in California's 20th congressional district. It covers parts of Bakersfield, Kings, Tulare, and Fresno counties, and Dr. Cargyle says it's a deeper shade of crimson than McCarthy's previous 23rd. According to the Kern County Elections Office, almost 57,000 people are registered Democrats, while more than 110,000 are registered Republicans. But even if McCarthy keeps his congressional seat, his words, Romo says, could impact fellow members of his party.
I think, this is going to be really impactful in these swing districts all across the country, specifically right here in our backyard, too, in the Valadeo versus Rudy Salas race. I think we're going to see that and see, where does Valadeo fall in this? I think that's a very important question to ask. And, I think people have to start answering up to, do you think Trump was at fault for this insurrection?
Romo says that if Congressman Kevin McCarthy is reelected, he's hoping these audio tapes do hold him accountable, specifically in his efforts here at home for his constituents. In downtown Bakersfield, Kristen Varton, 23 ABC News, connecting you.